Hello, my dear yogis. My name is Anna Deviata, and today we're going to have a yoga class, not a usual one. We're going to have a yoga class celebrating an International Day of Yoga, which is being celebrated all over the world actually. Today, the 21st of June, and it's a really big event. Even most of the world is now under isolation. We are still having. Thank you. We are still having massive celebrations because we can broadcast from anywhere, all over. So today I am running a yoga class from Tbilisi, uh, Georgia, on behalf of Indian Embassy in Yerevan, Armenia. I am doing it in English, and I am broadcasting it to anywhere. So everyone is welcome to join if you feel you're a yogi, if you feel you want to become a yogi soon, even if you don't lay your yoga mat today, you don't join the class physically, but still you keep in your mind that yoga is something you would like to try sooner or later, it's still good. If you can join the class, if you can lay your mat, if you can move your body and join a community of yogis, a huge, enormous community of yogis celebrating today this international celebration. It's awesome. So now we're going to start. I see people are joining. Hello, I see some hellos. Happy International Yoga Day. Thank you. I see someone has already joined in the writing comments. Hello from Georgia. Move to yoga mats and let's start the class. Okay. So, as you probably know, everything that we do in yoga starts from consciousness. So we are sitting down on the mat, wherever you are, and trying to sit so comfortably so that you can sit for the next 10-15 minutes still without moving and still feel comfortable. I'm okay, yeah, I'm still Johnny. I'm still I still believe that most of you have already done yoga before, and you know that during the class, you have to feel comfortable. Don't do anything that would hurt your body. Don't do anything that would bring injuries, because otherwise you wouldn't do yoga for a long time after being hurt. But do everything so that you would feel comfortable in every position, even in transition in between the positions. So now, while sitting down, we're putting the sitting bones, both of the sitting bones on the mat. We're relaxing the legs. We are strengthening the spine, and start to contract the muscles of your abs, shifting the shoulder blades, pulling shoulders down, straightening the arms and hands into, we put a pointing finger and a thumb together and the middle finger into the middle of the palm. The rest of the fingers going down, and we put both of the shoulders back so you feel strength inside of your hands, inside of your arms, from the tips of the fingers to the shoulders. Now you lengthen the neck, so the distance in between the vertebrae grows bigger. We put the crown of the head higher into the ear. We close the eyes and we travel around the body, trying to feel every centimeter of your skin, trying to feel 1 millimeter under the skin, all the muscles that you have, all the bones that you have, all the joints, inner organs, liquids, hollows, everything you acquire in your body. Breathe deeper as much as you can. And now try to relax all the muscles that you have in your body, starting from the crown of the head. Relax the muscles of your face, the skin of your face, forehead, eyelids, nose, cheeks, ears, the jaws, the neck, the shoulders, all the back, the chest, the muscles of your belly. You can finally relax the muscles of your belly. You don't have to contract them anymore. You can relax the muscles of your arms and hands, your buttocks, your legs and your feet. And feel the temperature of the air that surrounds you, the temperature of your body for the contrast, the temperature of the clothes you're wearing, and the texture of the clothes or the yoga mat and wherever you're touching, now sitting in this relaxing pose. Okay, now we are growing the intention next 40 to 60 minutes to dedicate to our body, to breathing techniques, to concentration on ourselves. If you have any plans ahead, just put them away and postpone them, so the next approximately an hour you could dedicate to yourself completely. Now open your eyes. Okay, we are not going to have any very difficult poses today, any difficult things that a beginner wouldn't be able to do, but I would also like you to go deeper, not to do acrobatic poses, but to work mildly, accurately, but deeply with your body and with your breath. So starting now with the breathing technique pranayama. I would like you to concentrate on the point in between the eyebrows, down and on your forehead, and start breathing Kapalabhati, which means contracting the muscles of the abs, fast, throwing the air away from your lungs fast with every breath. Like, if you contract the muscles of your abs, it looks like one. And then if you do it twice, it would be. And if you do it 3 times, it will be. And then if you do it 5 times, it will be. And now if you don't stop doing it, if you don't stop breathing in this way, we continuously breathe for about half a minute to a minute. It would bring you to a special concentration of oxygen in your blood, and also bring you a special emotional state, which you would be able to feel after this pranayama. So now we concentrate. We all close our eyes and concentrate on the point in between the eyebrows, and breathe Kapalabhati all together. Slowly stop, slowly getting up from the sitting pose, standing on the yoga mat. trying to feel what it feels like after breathing, what it feels emotionally, physically like. We put our feet right under our shoulders so that you feel stable. You need to balance while doing the warming up exercises. And now we bend our knees a bit and we start rolling on our feet on the tiptoes and then on the heels, on the tiptoes and then on the heels, keeping the breath as deep as possible. Try to keep breathing with your nose only, not with your mouth. And we roll on the tiptoes and on the heels. Now we keep our knees bent and we start rolling on the right part of the feet, on the left, and to the right and on the left. Swinging in the air, relaxing the muscles of your legs, and now working only with your feet muscles and warming up the joints of your ankles. And now we put our feet wider, still very stable on your mat. And now we start to draw a circle with the tailbone, as if you're having a pencil there. And you're drawing a small circle first and then a bigger circle, and every next circle grows bigger and bigger. You're like drawing spirals with your tailbone on the yoga mat. Try to keep your shoulders on the same place. Don't move them. Move only the pelvis and your tailbone and everything that is lower than your navel. And now we keep doing it a bit faster. In the opposite direction. Your knees are still bent. You don't straighten them up. And we're still drawing now smaller circles, smaller circles, smaller circles, smaller circles. Then I put a dot. And that's it. Unbend your knees. Now we put our feet together. We start warming up the joints of our wrists. And we start drawing circles with the palms, with the hands. Do it as attentively as you can. Probably you know that yoga is not only about moving, but also about feeling, also about breathing, being conscious of every deed and every movement that you have. Now on the mat, doing hatha yoga together, we're being conscious of every move, even in the warming up exercises. So if your attention tries to flow away into some everyday businesses, into some conversation with your relations, with your friends, or you have some plans for the evening, bring your thoughts back, bring your conscious back to the wrists. You can warm them up much faster, much more effectively than if you think about something else. Like yoga is only possible when you're thinking and all your attention is in what you're doing. Okay. Now we move to our joints, shoulder joints. We draw little circles backwards. Again, bringing all the attention to the joints that you are warming up now, not going away anywhere with your thoughts. And every circle is bigger than the previous one. You go back and then you go forward. Try to feel every part of the joint that you are now working with. What is going on inside? How does it feel? Have you ever felt it like that? If no, what happened? What changed? Is it warming up or not? If it doesn't warm up, breathe deeper and do bigger circles. Draw bigger circles in the air. Okay. And now we put our feet together. We lengthen our fingers, we like grow our fingers to the yoga mat. So imagine you are growing them, and now you can stretch yoga mat standing upright and move every finger separately, trying to make them like 1 meter long. And now having these super straight fingers, we are raising up our hands into the air. And now we are trying to grow the fingers, grow the hands into the ceiling. And make yourself so long that you can stretch the hands and scratch the ceiling with both of the hands with 10 of the fingers. As if you're having an octopus on your hands, not the fingers. Very long ones. Okay, now put the palms together. Press them one into another. Open up your armpits. And now go down. Move. And put your body, not vertical, but horizontal, parallel to the floor. And please now grow your fingers forward as if you're trying to scratch the screen you're looking at. So your fingers are so low and I can see them through my screen. You're growing them very long. And move every single of them. Yes, now relax the spine, relax your back, all the muscles of the back of your body, and just bend down and relax. Now you can put your feet under your shoulders and sway a little bit in the air with your core, with your hands, with your arms, with your shoulders. Try to relax your neck as much as possible and swing your head in the air. Okay. And now we step on the mat with the right hand and with the left hand. Then we travel along the mat. We travel to the front edge of the mat with our hands and lie down on the mat. I'm lying down on the mat so that my belly button is right on the floor, my chest is right on the floor, my legs are all on the floor. I will go so that you see me properly, but you can be in any position you feel comfortable. So it's up to you. It's just would be nice if you see me on the screen. So everything is relaxed, all the body is relaxed on the floor. Now we are going to do Bhujangasana, which is very easy for everyone, even for the beginner. The classical one, we put our hands in between them 20 centimeters, we put them on the floor, fingers together. We contract the muscles of the buttocks, we push heels together, we contract the muscles of the abs, and we shift the shoulder blades and we pull the shoulders back, and we shift the crown of the head forward. And now, being in this position, we just inhale and move our head forward and up a bit, then the neck, then go the shoulders, then the chest. And when you stand on the lower ribs, stop, don't bend yourself anymore. Keep the whole position in its correct way. So again, push the heels into each other, contract the buttocks, contract the muscles of your abs, shift the shoulder blades, shoulders back, relax your hands, relax your arms, and lengthen your neck. And now with every breath, we try to inhale as much air as possible. We try to open the chest as much as possible. Not to, don't look forward. With the crown of our head, we move forward and up, but we don't bend the neck, so you don't feel that the back of the neck is broken. So the blood will be able to come on the back of on the veins on the back of the neck, back from the head into the body. And we keep inhaling and exhaling until you feel hot. When you feel that the energy comes from your body into the head, when you feel that your ears get hot, that your neck gets hot, your head gets hot, then you can exhale and put your body back on the mat and relax. You can put yourself on the left ear or on the right ear and relax. Breathe, try to feel what happened, what changed in your body, and we are moving to the next position. The next position is also classical asana from the for the beginners, but it is a very effective one for every yogi. And then now we are lying down on the back and inhaling. I put my body into the angle position so that I look like an angle, like a 90 degrees angle. If being looked at from the side, I'm growing my fingers into the ceiling and straightening my legs, straightening my spine, lengthening my neck so that my spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head is one straight line. And now exhaling, I'm going to contract my abs and pull the abs, the muscles of the abs, towards my thighs, and then put my hands on my ankles. I don't have to bend my back, so I don't want my upper back to be curved. I want my abs to be closer to the muscles of the thighs. That's why I'm breathing in, and with the exhale, I'm pulling myself closely only with the abs, not with the shoulders. I'm pulling all shoulders all the way back. I'm shifting my shoulder blades. I'm pulling the crown of my head forward and up. Shoulder blades together, shoulders back. Inhaling, exhaling, and every exhale, I go with my abs to my thighs. Look into your knees. Look under your knees, actually, and you can put your hands under your knees. And if you feel there is space, press your knees closer to the mat. And the point in the middle of the chest forward. And the shoulders backward. And if you feel there is a heat on the back of your body from your heels, along the legs, along your back, goes up to the crown of your head, the asana is done. This was called Paschimottanasana, and we can go on our back to relax. Another one, classical asana, Ardha Matsyendrasana. It has two versions, two variations for use any variation you feel comfortable. If you need to make it easier for you to feel comfortable, do it. So any modifications are welcome. So I'm putting my left foot under my right hip and putting my right leg across the left one. If you feel that you feel uncomfortable in this position, this is too much for you, it can be, then the left leg goes forward. So I don't bend it, I leave it straight, and still I go with my right one across the left one. I'm doing this modification. You can do any modification you feel comfortable with. Now, both of my sitting bones have to be on the mat, or I have to feel comfortable not sitting on one of the buttocks or another buttock. Now I strengthen my spine, I lengthen my neck, and I'm going to move my belly towards the right thigh, but I'm having a helping movement, so-called helping movement, not to fall back, not to fall on one side. I'm keeping myself vertical and putting my right hand right behind my buttocks. And that's how I keep myself vertical, absolutely upright. Then I start moving my belly towards my right hip with my left hand. I'm helping myself and I'm moving my whole spine, twisting my whole spine, and my left shoulder goes forward, my neck twists, and I look with two of my eyes to the right ear. Here in the very last position, I inhale and exhale as deep as possible. And again, the marker that the asana is being done correctly is the warmth that appears in certain parts of the body where it hasn't been before. And I'm moving a bit forward, and I'm twisting slightly more. And with the inhale, I come back, starting with the head, starting with the upper vertebrae, coming in a forward position. And changing the legs. Now my right leg goes under my left hip, my left leg goes across. I'm sitting in an upright position. My crown of the head moves towards the ceiling. I'm growing myself as if I want to scratch the ceiling, to touch the ceiling with my head. I'm lengthening the spine. I'm stretching the spine. And only having stretched the spine, I can start twisting it. Otherwise, it will be very, very unhealthy, sometimes even harmful. So now, remember, we are having a helping movement. I'm putting my hand right behind my buttocks. I'm helping myself with the right arm. It's like a lever now, pushing me and helping me to twist. And now I'm moving my belly towards the left thigh. I'm twisting my spine. My chest goes to the left. My left shoulder goes to the left. I'm twisting my neck. And I'm looking with both of my eyes to my left ear, trying to find my left ear. I don't know if it's possible. Try to find your left ear or a left ear of your housemate, of your neighbor, someone doing yoga with you. Okay, so we are involving all the muscles of the body into the yoga position. We are not training only the muscles that you train when you go to a fitness club. Now here we're using also the muscles of the eyes. So people who do yoga, they are more aware of the muscles of their bodies, all the systems of their bodies. And with the exhale, I twist myself a bit more. And with the inhale, I start moving back, untwisting myself, going back to the forward position and looking at you. Hello. Okay. The next pose we are going to have is not very difficult. It's another modification of the position that we have already done before. It was Paschimottanasana. It will be Parahastasana, which is also bending forward, but not from the sitting position, but from the standing position. So I'm standing vertical again and again. Before doing each pose, try to feel in which condition your spine is. If it's compressed, stretch the spine, lengthen it, grow it up, and then I'm pushing my hands up into the air. I'm pulling my fingers up to the ceiling. I'm strengthening my spine and lengthening it all together. And now, only now, I'm starting inhaling and go with my abs to my thighs. Slowly. We don't do any fast yoga pose. We don't need it. We need to do everything healthy, accurately, and safe. It's your body, so move it safe. Okay, now contracting the abs. I'm putting my hands on my, you may put them on your ankles, on your feet, on your yoga mat, on your knees even, anywhere you like, anywhere you feel comfortable, safe, because in this position, we don't have the aim to touch the mat or to pull ourselves any further to the mat. We have another goal. We have a goal to lengthen the spine. So I'm contracting my abs and pushing my abs forward to my thighs. And my hands are anywhere I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable putting my hands on my upper than my ankles, on my legs. And now with every exhale, contracting the abs, I'm pushing it down towards the thighs. And what about my shoulder blades? What did you do with your shoulder blades? If nothing, please shift them together. Please move your shoulders back. Please lengthen your neck. Please relax it. You can look with your eyes on your knees. And if you find that your knees are bent, please unbend them. Okay, and now again, inhale, and with the exhale, I contract my abs even more and pull myself down to my thighs. If you feel that the weight of your body is closer to the front part of your foot, please move it to the center of your foot. If you feel that the weight of your body is closer to the heel of your foot, please move it into the middle of your foot, so you feel stable and balanced. Now you can pull your tailbone upper into the ceiling, into the sky if you're doing it open air. And now I'm diving with my head first, inhaling, then with my neck, then with my shoulders and the rest of the body slowly, not being in a hurry anywhere, dedicating this time to myself, breathing in and breathing out as slow as I can. Okay. Now we are going to have another bend position uh, for the front part of our body, which is called Ustrasana, Camel Pose, also one of the most classical yogic poses. And we are going to make an easy modification of the Camel Pose, so everyone will be able to follow without any injuries. Now I'm sitting with my sitting bones on my heels, and again strengthening my spine and trying to make the distances in between the vertebrae longer, pulling my crown of my head into the ceiling, and then I'm going forward a bit with my chest. It's a little movement. It's not a very visible movement. It's a couple of centimeters, but if you do it, if you shift your shoulder blades and pull your shoulders back and the middle of your chest goes forward, as if you've seen someone you love and you pull your heart to them. And then you move the belly forward against the chest and the belly. And then you move your pelvis forward. Then put one hand and another hand on your heels, lengthen your neck, and pull the point in the middle of your chest up into the ceiling, contracting the abs, contracting the muscles of your buttocks. We inhale, and with every inhale, we go upper and upper with the chest. And now leave your hands. Put your sitting bones back, and the rest of your body goes vertical again. Try to feel what it is like now into your body, inside your muscles, the temperature, the texture, the whole position. How does it feel after doing this pose? This is not the easiest one, and it's very effective. Did you get warmer? Did you feel any effect on your emotions? And only after that we move forward. Another pose is called a triangle pose, Trikonasana. For this one, we put our feet very wide as you can. Put them stable on your mat so that you don't slide to the right and to the left. Now make your legs very straight. Don't bend your knees. Look at your knees if you need to check if you get how it feels to straighten your knees. Now we go up and horizontal with our hands and with our arms. Now again, I pull my fingers so that the fingers of my right hand they reach the right wall. I pull my fingers on the left hand so that they reach the left wall, and now I scratch both of the walls and touch or pat with both of the hands my walls on the right and on the left. Do so that your hands and arms and shoulders they grow twice longer than they were before, and only after that we start doing the pose. Again, lengthen your spine, and with the exhale I move immediately forward, and at the same time I twist my spine. I put my right hand on the mat under my shoulder in the middle. I put my left hand, my left arm in the air, absolutely vertical, so that it doesn't go to the right or to the left. It goes straight, vertical, and my fingers grow even longer than before. And I'm twisting my spine from the tailbone to the neck. All of the vertebrae, I twist them with the same rate. If you feel that some of the vertebrae they don't move as free as the other ones, put all your attention, send your attention to that place if you're aware of it, and try to twist it even more than before. And now shift your shoulder blades together, lengthen your hand and your arm and your shoulder in one line, and we go back into the initial position. Now feel how your right and left hand are inside. What do you feel in them? Are they the same? If you did it right, they should feel very different. And now again, we twist our spine. We move simultaneously forward and twist our spine so that the right hand goes up, the fingers of the right hand go up into the air, and the left hand would stand in the middle of the mat, totally vertical, both of the arms. Now we keep twisting all the vertebrae that you can feel, that you're aware of, starting from the tailbone up to the neck. If you feel some of the vertebrae are still, try to move them. Inhaling and exhaling. With every exhale, twisting a bit more, and then inhaling, go up, and put your feet together. Okay, now we are sitting on the mat, putting our hands together next to our chest, and we go forward slowly, walking on the sitting bones to the front side of the mat. Try not to use any help of our hands and arms, only moving with our sitting bones. Keep breathing, keep inhaling and exhaling the same way as you were doing before. Try not to do it faster or slower. Now go back to the initial position to the middle of the mat where you started. Okay, and having done this, now you must feel that the muscles of the lower back are warm. That's what we needed for doing the next asana, Parahastasana. We are lying down on the belly, lie flat, and now put your hands into the wrists, into the into the fists. That's it. Yes, and then lengthen your spine, and the right leg goes into the ear straight with a ballerina foot. We are lengthening the foot, we are lengthening the leg, again trying to touch something which is behind you, trying to grow your toes now. And your head is on the chin, it's resting on the chin. You don't contract, you don't stress the upper side of your body. You now work only with the leg. And now with every inhale, you contract the muscles of your lower back and of your buttock, so that the straight leg that is now in the ear can go higher and higher with every inhale. Which is not very easy, but very effective. And try to rest on your chin so that your neck doesn't get hurt here, doesn't get too much stress. And inhale when you put the leg on the mat. Now compare the legs. The right one, which was in the ear, now feels much longer, much stronger, warmer, and heavier. It means it got much more energetic than the left one. So to make them feel equal, we do the same position on the left leg. We lengthen the leg, making a ballerina foot, and stretching the tiptoes to the back side, trying to touch something which is at the back. Whatever you have there, I'm having the wall. Whatever you have in the furniture wall, try to grow your leg so you touch something behind you. This totally straight leg with the knee straight. And now I'm going upper and upper, higher and higher, with the leg contracting the muscles of my buttock and the muscles of my lower back, and resting my chin on the mat so that my neck is relaxed during the whole asana. I'm breathing deeply, of course, as deep as I can, inhaling as deep as it is possible in this body, letting the amount of air which is possible to let in, and I'm going higher, even higher, not bending my knee. Exhaling, I'm putting my leg on the mat, and now comparing my legs. Are they the same? Do they feel equal? Yes, they do. If your legs feel equal, you're doing right. You're now having both of your legs energetic. Okay, now I'm going to have the Salabhasana, which means the grasshopper pose, which is involves both of the legs that we had in the previous pose. So now again, I'm lengthening both of the legs. I'm growing them with the tiptoes back. I'm keeping my knees straight. I'm keeping my legs as the long lines, not bent, but totally straight lines, and going upper and upper into the ear, letting my chin rest on the mat, contracting both of the buttocks now and pressing the buttocks into each other. Try to keep your legs
straighten the knees as well. Don't contract the muscles of your back. Don't use your neck in this pose. Only the lower side of the body. Pelvis, buttocks, legs and tiptoes. And now inhale, I'm going upper. With the exhale, I am putting my legs down on the mat and relaxing. Relaxing totally. And now that I want to, all that energy which is in my legs now, I want to spread it all over the body. So I want to twist now. What I'm going to do for that, I'm still lying down on my belly, but my hands would go on the sides. And now with the left, with the tiptoes of the left foot, I'm going to touch the right fingers of my right hand. Okay, the leg now can be with a bent knee. That is no problem, but I'm trying to find where is my hand. Here it is. I found it. And now when I found it, I'm touching my toes with my fingers, and I'm trying to pull my left shoulder closer to the mat. With every inhale, I'm filling my lungs with the air. With every exhale, I'm pushing myself down with the left shoulder. And I'll go back into initial position, and with the right leg, I do the same. I'm going to find with the toes of my right foot, the fingers of my left hand, bent knee. I'm lying down on my left side and trying to find. Okay, I found it. I'm touching my foot with my fingers, and now inhaling, I'm letting the air in. Exhaling, I'm pushing the shoulder closer to the mat. Try to feel the spread of energy that is going on now inside of your body, where it comes from and where it comes to. And exhaling, push yourself closer to the mat. Okay, coming back to the initial position. I'm still on my belly. I'm still not going to do any very difficult poses today. I'm just going to grab my ankles with my hands. 1, 2. This will be a bow pose, one of the most classical poses, one of the most known, not hard, easy to do, but again very effective. Try to not only to do the poses, but to feel what is happening inside, how it feels like, what is being done with your muscle, with your joints, with the warmth in your body. Which parts of the body feel heavier, warmer, longer, more energetic, bigger in size after you do it and during you do it. So try during doing any pose not to flow away with your thoughts, but to keep only in your body, absolutely 100% in what you're doing. So now we're inhaling and putting the upper side of my body up into the ear. I'm moving the crown of my head forward, my neck forward and up, my chest away from the mat up into the ear, my legs up into the ear, my feet grow into the ceiling. And inhaling, I'm opening my chest even more so that my shoulders can go backwards even further. And now I'm moving my feet up so that I can open my chest even more. And try to move your knees up away from the mat. Exhaling, I'm putting my limbs on the mat, relaxing, trying to find what has happened in my body during the pose, during the asana. Where was the energy flow? What do you feel? What parts and what canals do you feel better now? And now we are going slowly without any fast movements, without any accurate movements. We move into a sitting position. Classical sitting position, Sukhasana. I'm putting my right foot on my left hip, or I can put my left foot on my right hip. You can put them as you feel comfortable. You can put both of them down under your hips, or you can sit in any like a Turkish pose, or you can sit on your knees like in a Japanese pose. Anything you feel comfortable in, so that next 5 minutes you would be able to sit without any distractions and not to feel stressed with the position, so you have to change it. Now in the sitting upright position, try to breathe with the biggest possible amount of air inside. Involve your abs, involve your muscles of your chest, involve the muscles of your upper chest, everything into the breathing, inhaling and into exhaling. So-called full yogic breath. Put your hands into Yoga Mudra, Jnana Mudra. Put your middle finger in the middle of the thumb, into the middle of the palm. Put your pointer finger and the thumb together. Close your eyes. Try to cover all the surface of your body with your attention, all the consciousness that you can have. And to be aware of every centimeter of your skin now and every centimeter of your lungs inside. And try to trace the air that comes into your nostrils and going through your breathing system gets to the lowest parts of your lungs. Try to trace all the path that it travels during inhaling and exhaling. The temperature of the air, the texture of the air, maybe the smells you can feel in the air. And now we go deeper and faster with the same pranayama that we did at the beginning. We contract the muscles of the abs and concentrate on the point in between the eyebrows. Okay, now we're closing our hands up above the head, putting the hands down in front of the chest, closing the eyes, and we try to concentrate on the surface of the skin, trying to feel what your body contours are, and also do you go beyond the contours of your body? Do you feel anything except anything on the top of it? Do you feel bigger than before? Do you feel more energetic? Do you feel healthier?
Try to dive deeper inside of your physical body to be aware of every sense that you have now. Pay attention to your lungs, to the temperature of the air that you're inhaling, exhaling. Pay attention to the temperature of the skin and the air you're contacting with. And all the feelings that you now have, all the emotions that you now having, try to pull them inside, not to leave anything on the mat, not to leave anything in the class that we are having now, so that you can bring everything that you felt, you acquired, everything that you felt and got aware of new in yourself, whether it's emotions or feelings or sensations. Try to get it in with you into your life. Thank you very much for joining. It was a pleasure to have a class for you. It was a pleasure to have a class with you, all my dear yogis and those who are to become yogis yet. It was a great experience to have this International Yoga Day celebration with you. Together with the whole world, like Yogis Without Borders group. We are really without borders. We are really international. We are really from everywhere. And I see in the comments that there are people from different continents, even not from different countries, but from different continents. Hello to everyone. It was a pleasure to have you here. And it's a great pleasure for me if you join any of other classes held by Yogis Without Borders online and have a great celebration. If you have anything else in mind to celebrate with Yoga Day today, you are so welcome. So thank you and goodbye.